So today we're going to be talking about a new fragrance from the house of Banana Republic, which puts out some really solid fragrances for a pretty affordable price. This one, of course, is going to be Grassland. This one's going to be Grassland by Banana Republic. The bottle looks really cool on this one. Actually, my girlfriend made a comment when she saw this one saying she really likes the bottle and thinks it looks cool, and I do have to agree. It looks a little bit different on camera here because my settings are a little bit different. But it is kind of just a light green color, just a little bit see-through like that. Looks very nice. I've been pretty impressed with these bottles so far. I've checked out a few of these fragrances here on the channel before. This one was sent to me by So Avant-Garde. You can pick this fragrance up there and check it out for yourself. Like always, this isn't going to affect my review. I'm just going to give you my honest thoughts on this one and let you know what I think. So if you guys like fragrance reviews, top 10s, all that stuff, make sure you get subscribed to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of when I publish them. And also while you're at it, go give me a follow over on Instagram at Chaos Fragrances. You can keep up with me over there as well. I really do appreciate it. Let's not waste any more time. I'm going to go ahead and review this one, tell you how it smells, how it performs, when you can wear it, and ultimately if I think it's worth picking up. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So when you first spray this fragrance on, what you'll get in the opening is this nice green, minty, citrusy, and fruity type of smell, which you would expect. I mean, first of all, looking at the bottle, you'll see that it is a light green bottle. Looking at the name, Grasslands, pretty, obvious there, kind of a green type of smell. And then, of course, finally you look at the note breakdown and you'll kind of understand what this is all about before you even have to actually put your nose on it, which is great. It's a great way to be able to look at the bottle, the name, the note breakdown, and see if it's going to be a good fragrance for you. Basically, if you like fresh, citrusy, fruity fragrances with a nice green touch, you're probably going to like this one. It's very pleasant to the nose right from when you first spray it on, even working into the dry down as well. Throughout the whole thing, I mean, it's pretty hard to offend. Unless you're someone who is ultra super snobby about fragrances, this may not be for you, because I will admit this isn't the most complex thing out there, but it is a good smell. Smelling it up in the air, it's clean, it's fresh, it's musky, it's a bit bright. It smells very pleasant. It's going to be a people pleaser, that sort of thing. So for the majority of you who just like smelling good and clean, this is going to be a nice one. If you are someone who likes more depth in fragrances and isn't a fan of the freshies, this may not be the one for you, but I'm sure you probably knew that already going into the video, because, I mean, the marketing and everything behind this fragrance should tell you that. So it does open up with that mint. You get a little bit of apple, giving it that fruity touch that I was talking about, and the bergamot, giving it that nice, slightly sour citrus blast. What you'll also notice is that this one has kind of an ozonic, airy type of smell, and that's coming from the ozonic notes listed as a note in this fragrance, and you do pick up on that. It's got this light, wispy, airy type of smell mixing with that green type of smell you get from the mint, and the citrus and the bit of a fruitiness you get as well. In the base, everything kind of sits on, a nice bed of ambergris, which is, obviously something that's giving it just a bit of a kind of fresh, not really aquatic, but kind of salty type of smell as well. This isn't an aquatic, but it kind of gives you that impression a little bit in the dry down just from that ambergris, which is used in a lot of aquatics. There's also lavender, geranium, moss, patchouli listed in the mid and base as well. I do pick up on a few of those. Lavender is there, giving it that clean type of smell that I was talking about. The geranium and lavender mixture, you would think gives off a bit of this fougere type of vibe, which is, a very common mixture in fougere fragrances. And you get just a touch of that in the dry down, a clean, fresh, almost aromatic fougere type of quality. The moss and patchouli in the dry down is there, a little bit adding to that overall green type of smell that this one has. So the mint, the moss, the patchouli really kind of creates this nice green type of smell, very reminiscent of springtime. And then, of course, the citruses and fruits, and it's kind of this muskiness just creates a nice, fresh, clean type of smell. To be honest with you, it's more complex than you would think. And I'm not saying it's something, like a tobacco honey or, a boozy oud or something like that, which, a lot of fragrances with these heavier notes have a lot of depth and complexity. But for a fresher leaning scent, there's more going on in this one than what you would think, and I do like that about this fragrance. It's one that I actually really do enjoy, and I'll be honest, I like it a lot more than I was expecting that I was going to. I wasn't really having the highest hopes going into this one, but after having time to wear it and test it, I've been impressed. Obviously, being that we are in fall right now, very quickly approaching wintertime, it's not really, the best time of year to be wearing this one, but I still have been testing it, and mostly indoors and stuff. I really want to get this this one out next spring and even next summer to really let it develop in the heat and see how it performs there. But just here, what I've been wearing and testing, I've been enjoying it a lot. So talking about when you can wear this one, definitely going to be a spring-oriented fragrance for me. That green overall quality smell that you get from this one is very reminiscent of springtime. It will work into summer. I would say for me, more of an early summer fragrance. You get into July, August where it gets super, super hot. The fact that this one does have a bit more depth and complexity that I was talking about a minute ago will kind of hinder it there in that super high heat, especially if you're in a area where it gets very humid like I am. I mean, we're looking at 100+ degree days with the humidity and everything all combined, so it gets obnoxious here in the late summertime. And this is not a time I would wear this fragrance. For that, I'm going Dior Homme Cologne, Versace Pour Homme, or sometimes just nothing because it's just too much. So I would say for me, really good spring scent to kind of get back into the fresh fragrances and get that habit of reaching for fresh fragrances again. And then into early summer when the weather's still relatively mild and it's not too crazy hot. And in those seasons, I would say definitely a casual fragrance, not anything I would dress up or wear on a date, just casual daytime, running errands, going to work, going to school, just that sort of thing, smelling clean, fresh, and well put together. That's what this fragrance is going to be good for. Talking about performance here, longevity on my skin has been solid. I've had no complaints with this one. We're talking 7-8 hours of longevity and moderate to about kind of slightly below moderate projection. It's not a one that's going to project far, but it does kind of radiate around just my personal scent bubble to where people walking past you or you walking past them will be able to pick it up and smell it from you. This one is an eau de parfum concentration, so you are getting that good longevity from the, just the concentration of this fragrance. And a lot of times the projection will suffer a little bit as you go up to an EDP and a pure parfum. Not always. There's some beast mode, straight fragrances out there, but still projection wise on this one is all I would want from a fragrance like this. If I want something super loud and obnoxious, I have fragrances for that. This one for me is a really nice, just easy wear. It's one I can wear and just smell clean and fresh. And when I'm, in that type of mood, I don't want anything that's going to project and fill up a room. That's not really what I'm after here with something like this. So I think the longevity and the projection is really well suited to this scent. And again, compliments on this one is going to be really good. My girlfriend, obviously she said she liked the bottle of it, but she also really likes the smell. It's, again, something that you just can't offend, you can't go wrong with. Clean, fresh, and kind of airy, bright, oceanic, kind of ozonic. I mean, it's clean, bright, fresh, airy, musky, clean. I mean, it's hard to beat something like this. It is going to get good compliments for you. People are going to smell this on you and think you smell clean and fresh and well put together. It's hard to beat this. So to go ahead and start to wrap this one up, my final thoughts on Grassland by Banana Republic. I really do like it. This stuff is awesome. And again, it was one where going into it, wasn't really going to be having that high hopes for it just because, anymore for me, fresh scents are really just kind of either really good or just, just okay. But this one is really kind of exceeded my expectations. It smells great, and I can't wait to wear this one next spring and kind of early summer and test it out in the warmer weather because I know it's going to do great. So if you guys have tried this one, let me know what you think of it down below. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. And remember, there will be a link down below to purchase this one if you want to pick it up as well. So that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.